Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the next generation of Xbox. Now, we've been seeing a lot of leaks and rumors floating around these past few weeks, and it's kind of intriguing, so I want to talk about it. When it comes to this, we're seeing brand new internal updates that are actually saying that there is going to be another Xbox console, not just another handheld, which I've been expecting for quite some time, but as well also that the specs are actually even better than what the rumored PS6 might be. Now, this is one of those like funny 2008 videos where it's like, oh my god, the Xbox 720 with like stupid images and all that, but there is actually a lot of leaks and there is usually a lot of validity towards these and also the build-up because some of these are brand new technologies that are being integrated right now. A good example for that is how AMD is currently working with PlayStation to go use custom like APSSR AI integration and as well software updates. So these are actual legitimate things that are currently being done. So let's go dive on into it. Subscribe if you guys are new. We're actually doing a Twitch stream tonight if you guys are bored, so follow up on Twitch. And let's go and dive on into the video itself. So right now, we're seeing a lot of news in regards to the Xbox's next Magnus APU. And it's reportedly set to power both the console and Xbox PCs, and also, once again, working with AMD as well. Now, as I just mentioned with AMD is working with both Xbox and PlayStation, and, well, they have their certain vibes. It kind of seems like Xbox usually wants to have a slightly better spec line. We saw that with the Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation 5 usually had its own little, like, trinkets, like SSDs, fast resumes, usually a little bit quicker, a little bit loading. I know there's an Xbox thing too as well. But, you know, just trying to focus more on, like, say, the usability of it, and that's what they want to focus on. And obviously PSSR with the PS5 Pro, and that will be very integrated in the PS6. I'm sure Xbox will have its own AI integrations because they're investing tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars into AI data centers right now. So if they could probably get it. But the Magnus APU though, and it's like the general higher level processing unit, kind of like think the CPU, GPU, etc. are all working with the APU, saying the Magnus APU will reportedly power the Xbox's next generation console and a line of Xbox PCs. Because right now, a lot of people are assuming PCs will be a big integration. Windows obviously is on probably your PC right now. And of course, as well, just Windows in general, they've made PCs before. They can probably make a lot. So speaking in the NeoGAF forums, known AMD leaker Kepler L2, who we've covered on the channel before, outright said that the Magnus APU leaked last month is not only going to power the next generation Microsoft console, but also Xbox PCs, with the APU getting licensed out to the OEM partners. Or a few likely differences, these systems should be essentially the same, as another note insider Heisenberg believes there won't be any special development required for the Xbox next generation console, since no developer will put in additional work, but it's setting out to be a small niche market. So Xbox is not growing as much, so let's go make it more like a PC. It's very easy to code for general wide-scale PCs. Xbox is more like a PC than PlayStation. It just makes everything better. Like, it just, let's not try to make this custom working stuff like how the PlayStation AMD, as I mentioned, and this software, PSSR, AI, let's just make it like a PC, put a few options out there like the Series X and S, and go from there. But they do probably want to give it more of a PC integration, and I'm sure after this generation of Xbox, they're probably done. They may keep the Xbox branding and move on, but still. Ultimately, having a desktop chiplet powering the next generation Xbox system, as well as regular Xbox branded PCs, will be a big win for AMD. Yes. As highlighted by Moore's Law is Dead in a new video going over their leaked APUs for next generation consoles, not only will their production numbers be high, but AMD will likely be able to get better prices from TSMC while also benefiting from the optimization work done from the Xbox next generation system. Considering how game optimization issues are rampant on the PC space nowadays, this could also become a great marketing point for the company and the partner as well. So they're going to have a massive change in the console space. Its chiplet design featuring separate GPU and CPU dies is very different from the most recent console APUs and will potentially power a more iterative approach to console design, allowing Microsoft to offer more frequent upgrades and possibly do away with traditional console cycle. Trying to be like, hey, like kind of like a PC. Right now we can update the GPUs very easy. I can literally take apart my PC and put in a different GPU in 20 minutes. You know, I mean, if you're slow, being careful, but that's like just what you can do. Like I can interchange parts in my PC, no problemo. If you guys ever built a PC or have a PC, you guys would understand. And this is, I think, what Xbox wants. Because right now we're seeing even more leaks too. And this is, I think, the big one over here in the rumored comparison between the PS6 and Xbox. We'll probably have a proper video discussing and deep diving in the PS6 because we've done it slightly a little bit. But at the end all be all, like just slightly probably better CPU, maybe slightly better GPU, maybe. We don't know the clock speed, but it'll probably be pretty solid. DDR6 or DDR7 RAM, pretty normal, whatever, stuff like that. We're gonna have to see the production nodes too. I'm not really, like, I'm familiar with most of the stuff. Basically, a smaller is usually, I believe, better technically, but also depends on like the optimization of the technology. Like right now, the Switch has like the lower on like basically nanometer in comparison because it's an older chipset, stuff like that. Like I'm not the smartest when it comes to stuff too as well, but I do believe they also wanted to go and even push for double the performance of a PS5 Pro as well. And now obviously you have more. So I think it kind of seems like higher level because this is like just a bunch of random stuff. I'll try to research a little bit better on my next video or just find something that's a better reference point, I'd say. But they are trying to say that Xbox is trying to be the slightly stronger console. They want to have the better specs. Very similar to how it is right now with the Xbox Series X and PS5, because the Xbox Series X is slightly still better. But right now the cycles are weird because the PS5 Pro is very by magnitudes better, both with AI integration and just the GPU, CPU, and APU and cooling and all of that. So Pro, it makes sense. But it does seem like they're trying to go compete with the rumored PS6. And I think that sounds about right. I'm not sure why the PS6 at some point won't just be like, we'll spend the extra money. But I think this is almost the issue, is that Xbox spends slightly more money on a console, but they sell less of it. So they're losing more money per sale for a very marginal increase that not many people really care that much about. We care more about if the game runs well, and these specs on both ends should, and also optimization and software in this current age, AI do play a big part into it regardless. And as well, when it comes to Xbox, because they're not making as much money, then they're less incentivized to want to sell consoles. They'd rather you buy software, Game Pass, and all of that. While PlayStation, they're assuming you're going to be buying software. You're going to be buying these upgrades and all of that. So it's almost a weird comparison. And I do agree, though, for like the next subject on it, is that it seems like they're both trying to go mobile. We have the Portal, sold very well. They want to have their next PSP 2, Vita 2. That's pretty much confirmed in the works. We can talk about that in another video. Subscribe if you guys want. And then Xbox 2 is also already currently working with the various PC and handheld companies to go make these handheld devices. Like that's confirmed. Like they've discussed it. We have price leaks and like a lot of information's floating around, let alone the TVs and other stuff from Xbox. So it's an intriguing idea because PlayStation probably wants to keep making consoles. If people are buying the consoles, why would you not want to? Like that's easy end all be all. You're making money. You have the market share. You're going to make a PS6, probably going to make a PS7, maybe work in some mobile stuff regardless, but you want to keep everyone away from PC the best you can. Now, Xbox, you want people on PC because you have a Windows, like they made Windows, and also Game Pass 2, software, whatever. It's very costly for an Xbox. They're not selling as much. They'd really prefer you on PC. We already kind of know this at this point. But it's intriguing because some of these have been sourced by older documents by AMD. So if you guys want us to do a little bit more of a deep dive, it's mainly for the PS6, let me know. But kind of how I mentioned, Sony is placing a heavy emphasis on keeping prices affordable and ensuring the console has low power consumption. As well, they're also working on anti-aliasing technology such as PSSR and growing from the PS5 Pro. And they also want to have their next devices too, the console and the portable device, as we discussed. While Xbox has been working with like Asus, has the ROG Alloy, and you know they want to work on Game Pass. So I'm intrigued because we'll maybe do a deeper dive on this too, but it seems like the PS6 has good specs, but the Xbox is trying to go a little bit stronger. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on all these leaks and thoughts down below. And like I mentioned, subscribe if you guys are new, leave a like, and we are hanging out on Twitch, probably as of right now, so if you are bored and want to say hi, feel free to. We're kind of getting out of our break soon, so I appreciate y'all for watching, and we have new updates on the channel coming soon.